Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Deb Gillard, your host of the program, and today is Wednesday, June 6th. We are very happy that you have found us, whether it is out on the internet, you have maybe found us on Facebook, and if you liked us or want to like us, you'll get notifications when our new programs are uploaded, and of course you can also search for us just as you would at any old time on Google or head to YouTube. I think you can find our programs in any of those ways that you go on the internet. Of course, if you're local here in the Owatonna area, we are first and foremost on Charter Channel 8 cable TV in the Owatonna area. And we do remind you also, take note of our email address and cell phone numbers on the screen throughout the course of the program. We welcome your event notifications, things that are going on in the community that we pass along at the end of the program, and we also sometimes get great guest ideas and show topic ideas from you as well, so please take note of our contact information. We have a very good show coming up for you today. Regular guest and show supporter, Safe and Drug Free Coalition, Tanya Paley, will be joining us, and we've got some good things to talk about. After that, we were out at Smokin in Steele as they got underway this last weekend, and we want to give you a little taste of what was happening this weekend so you can think about it for next year if you didn't make it. In any case, we'll take this break for our supporters, and we'll be right back in studio. Please stay with us.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Greetings from your newly opened History Center. As you can see, we are in the process of creating a new exhibit that will open soon. Please contact us at 451-1420 about facility use or rental and our exhibit and programming schedule. We look forward to welcoming you to the History Center, where you can explore the best in our county's history. Thank you.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Welcome back. Thanks again for joining us on this Wednesday, June 6th. We're having a pink day today with our sunflowers in the background. How are you, Tanya?
Yeah, doing great. Thanks.
We didn't plan this, but we are in the pink, yes. Well, it's summer. We get to June 6th now, and it's not really officially, but it feels like summer. And
sure does.
School's out almost.
It is for high school
for
kids.
some of the kids and for the high school kids, and ours are still in school here for another day, and maybe some of the area schools, I'm not sure where they all fall in that, but we always need things for our kids to do during the school year, and Safe and Drug Free Coalition, of course, is all about, if you want to kind of encapsulate the mission again, it's kind of it's even in the kind of the name of the group. But
it is, but we're really about empowering our teens to choose that safe and drug-free lifestyle as they're going through school and growing up, and helping the adults that care about them to figure out ways that they can support them and empower them to choose that.
Okay. Well, I was very, very pleased. Last time we had you on, I think we were talking about a speaker we were just ahead of a speaker that was going to be here.
Yes.
Erin Walsh was going to be here well, I can't even remember how long ago it was, but
we had mid-May, I believe.
Was it mid-May?
Yeah.
And you were on just ahead of that? She was here on behalf of Safe and Drug Free Coalition, and then I think supported also by the United Way. And you had some great attendance for her, didn't you?
We did. It was wonderful. We had 76 people there, parents, people that work with teens. I know Fernbrook sent their whole team there. Big Brothers Big Sisters sent their whole team there. So it wasn't just parents, but people that care about teens, and I think it really did capture what we as a coalition are committed to.
Sure.
It was I thought, very informative lecture. I got really good feedback. I know you were there, Deb.
I was there, and I really enjoyed it myself, and have had a lot of conversations with the people that I know that were there, and passed along other information too. So we wanted to kind of touch on some of the highlights that we learned. So for those that may not have been there and have a teenager in their life, maybe we can provide just a little nugget of information for you today. But
right, and we were talking about, if what we're talking about today interests you, they do have a website, Erin Walsh does, mindpositiveparenting.com. Lots of great information on there. But, you know, for me, the feedback that I've gotten from folks and what struck me as a parent was about communicating, those tips for communicating with your teen, and she did tie that back into what's happening in their own brains and their own growth and development. So it was kind of both understanding what's happening inside their head and then trying to connect in a way that works. And I know we were talking about, one of the things that really struck me was their brains, as they're developing, they're really wired to hit that anger piece. You know, they're volatile, they're teenagers.
Yeah.
And so you kind of know that teenagers tend to feel that way. But what's really interesting is that they see that in the adults that are interacting with them, so that when I am talking to my daughter and thinking that I'm doing it in a very reasonable, calm manner, she sees that as, and hears that as angry. And so, you know, it really made a lot of sense to me, because we've had those kind of discussions where she says, "Mom, why are you yelling at me?"
Yeah, why are you always on my case, kind of thing. That's the sort of feedback that we get. And they've actually, the interesting part of this is they've done studies with, particularly the thing I remember of her talking about was the facial expressions. And you and I might see that facial expression, oh, that looks like someone who's frustrated. Oh, they look surprised. Oh, they look shocked. The teenager, on the other hand, we might say that. The teenager would say angry, angry, angry. Right. And they would read so many of the facial cues and emotions because that's what they're going through.
Yep, exactly.
As anger. And so when they say that, they really mean it. And we can think we're doing the best that we can to keep it low key and not be angry, but they still may read it that way.
Yep, and so I think one of her tips was really, don't get sucked into that.
Yes.
You know, you don't need to respond. You can just say, no, you know,
I'm not angry.
I'm not angry at you. This is what I want to talk to you about, and try to remain the adult in the situation and talk to them calmly.
That part was very interesting, and you just reminded me. She talked a lot about their prefrontal lobe development, and without getting into the science of it, because I'm not going to, because I would misspeak, but when theirs is in that developmental stage and they kind of lose it. She says it kind of goes out to lunch for a while when they're having some of these interactions. We need to make sure we're very present with ours, that we don't, like you said, we don't react in such a way that we kind of lose our brains and have, you know, bad conversations or things happen. We need to be absolutely fully engaged because they're not really able to be.
Sure.
They're not developed in that way. So it was just fascinating, and I've had a little bit of chance to skim the website, and I did purchase the book and have made it partway through that as well, but really, really good information.
Well, thank you, Deb. I'm so glad that you were able to come and that so many people were able to support that event. And I guess what I would say is, if there are people in the community that know of good speakers like that, you know, we did pay her a little bit to come down and speak, but we do have money for that. And we would love to be able to bring those people regularly into the community. That's the plan.
It was great. Informative and very engaging, and she was just a wonderful, wonderful speaker, and really able to relate it from the fact that her father wrote these books, and she at one time was the teenager that is illustrated in the book. So talk about funny. It was a lot of great information from a very good speaker, so that is important. So yeah, as you go forward, if people do know of speakers that might provide similar and good information for our teens, just anything we can do is going to help us get through those years.
That's right. Send me a note and we'll see if we can get that set up and offer it to the community. We'd love to do that.
Okay. Now we've got an age group of kids that, as we've mentioned before, is they're kind of at loose ends. They're too old to be babysat, they're too young to be driving and have jobs, and kind of that 12 to 14, and I understand that the library is having a teen program again this year.
Yeah, I thought it was worth mentioning today that, you know, last year we worked very closely with the library on a teen program. This year they're doing it, we're going to provide some support, but they're carrying the ball.
Good for them.
So, and I know they've done teen programs in the past. This one is geared towards that 12 to 14-year-old, and it's going to be on Friday afternoons, every other Friday afternoon. So we were saying we thought the first one is coming up, not this Friday, but the following.
So June 15th.
June 15th,
and then every other.
And then every other. So there will be 5 sessions over the summer, and they're going to do all kinds of fun things with them, and also give them an opportunity to volunteer at the library to work with the younger kids. And so I know there are so many teens in our community that love the library.
Yes.
And it's just it's an opportunity for them to go get something for themselves and also share there, do some community service.
So in order to be a part of that, we probably need to get a hold of the library and just make sure that they know we've got a teen that's coming, or...
Sure. I think they have a form they want you to fill out because they'll be taking them sometimes off-site.
Okay.
So just stop into Children's Services, let them know that you have a teen, and they'll get you hooked up.
Well, I think that's wonderful. We were talking a little bit ahead of time. You may have seen the information come out about the library, and there's all these children's programs and reading programs and things over the summer, and a lot of times we think of that for the younger kids, but they are also offering that neat opportunity for that kind of in between 12 to 14 age group, and so it sounds like a good thing for them to get involved in.
I think so.
And Safe and Drug Free Coalition, of course, is doing quarterly meetings now. And
we
so
are.
The next one coming up will be when, Tanya?
The next one coming up will be Friday, July 13th.
Okay.
And we're looking at bringing training in now for not just to have a business meeting, but to actually bring a training in. And so this time the topic is going to be prescription drugs. And we have our Take It to the Box program, and that's a really good step to get those things out of your home. But this is kind of the next step of having the conversation about the perception that both adults and teenagers have that it's safe to take somebody else's prescription. And so educating ourselves on what that means when we take somebody's prescription. I was just at a really interesting lecture where the keynote speaker was saying this 12 to 14 age group, this is kind of the thing they're starting to experiment with, is taking somebody's ADHD medication or taking somebody's pain medication. They see it as perfectly safe. Sometimes they're just taking it to concentrate. They're not necessarily, it's not like, getting high.
Right.
But it obviously it's very dangerous for them, and we're concerned about that. And it also can be a gateway to other things because then they start experimenting with other stuff. So that will be the very good information, again, for anyone that works with teenagers. And so there'll be more information about that. I probably will be on one more time before that coalition meeting, so I'll be able to give further details. But put that on your calendar, pencil that in, noon to 1:30 on the 13th of July.
Okay, and then of course the parent meetings continue, and
they do. Yep. So our website has lots of great information, SteeleCountySafeAndDrugFree.com.
There it is, and your phone number if they have any questions about things that are going on. Well, thank you again. Thank you so much for bringing the speakers and the information and everything that you do for Safe and Drug Free Coalition. The last speaker was great, and I know there are more to come. So thank you very much, Tanya, for joining us again.
Thanks.
All right, we'll take a break for our supporters, and we'll be heading out on location to Smokin and Steele.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Hello, I'm Matthew Camp, the new plastic surgeon at Mayo Clinic Health System of Owatonna and Albert Lee. I trained in medical school at Wake Forest in North Carolina and completed plastic surgery training in Southern California at Loma Linda. Plastic surgeons provide a wide range of aesthetic and reconstructive surgery. We operate from head to toe. I look forward to meeting you.
Hi, this is Amy Swain, certified audiologist and owner of Amy Swain Hearing Centers. Do you find you have difficulty hearing the television? Well, now there's a solution. There's a new hearing aid by Siemens Hearing Instruments that allows you to get a direct audio signal from your television set, and you actually hear the TV through your hearing aids. Call me at 451-3879 for an appointment, and I can give you a free demonstration. That's 451-3879 at Amy Swain Hearing Centers.
It's a beautiful night. What are you guys going to be doing tonight?
Well, I figured Jess and I are going to hang out for a little while. We're going to head down maybe to Mineral Springs and go frisbee golfing. And then I figured we grab a bite to eat and then go hit the late show at the movie theater.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, figured I'd be back around 11:30.
Okay. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people.
Mom would freak if she ever knew that I was really going down to the park to drink with some guys and smoke some weed. And then after that, we're going to Jess's house to party with some more guys. Oh my goodness, she's going to freak if she ever finds out. But it won't matter. She won't find out. We're going to have a blast.
So who are you going to meet down at Mineral Springs?
Well, Jess and I are going to go down together, and then maybe we'll meet up with the guys.
Which guys?
Alex and Jacob.
That's Alex Johnson and Jacob.
Jacob Smith.
Okay, I'm not sure that I've met Jacob Smith yet. His parents are who?
Marcy and Dan Smith.
Okay. And I thought that Alex was grounded.
Well, I think that he just got a...
Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us out on location for the Owatonna Today show. We are out at the bright and beautiful, couldn't ask for better weather, at least for the start of it, Smokin in Steele. And I've got little Piggy here, who's representative of the event, and of course John Hammer, who we had last week. How are you, John?
How you doing, Deb? How you doing, folks? We're out here in beautiful sunshine for Smokin in Steele, raising funds for our local chapter of the Special Olympics.
Okay, and because we are out here at the time of the event, and this is airing afterwards, we want to make sure that we let you know everything that happened and some of the inside story here that we're going to be talking with Lyle about too, that we didn't have a chance to tell people about last week. But of course, if you were here, you enjoyed all sorts of great entertainment and great food and everything throughout the weekend, right?
Absolutely. This is our 5th year doing this, and we've enjoyed pretty decent weather during our run so far. And obviously, Mother Nature's smiling on us again this weekend, and we just hope to get this bigger and better every year. So, folks, when you see all the fun we're having out here today, remember next year on your calendar, we're always the weekend after Memorial Day.
Sounds perfect. And we have with us as well Lyle Coleman. How are you, Lyle?
I'm just fine, Deb. It's good to see you.
And now we know John's hat officially is the entertainment hat. What is your official hat here at the event?
I'm in charge of judging for the professional contest.
Ooh, that's the big guns, isn't it? And
Yes.
What's involved with that?
Judges have to be certified. Kansas City Barbecue Society, they sanction our event. And they have standards for each of the 4 categories.
The passers-by at live
Yes.
events.
They have standards for each of the four categories: chicken, pork ribs, pulled pork, and beef brisket.
Okay.
And we judge against the standards. We're not comparing one competitor against another. We're seeing how well each competitor does against those standards. So therefore, the judges need to know what those standards are and have some experience. I have judges from 5 states who are coming to participate in this event tomorrow.
That is amazing, and they have to really know what they're doing, don't they?
Yes, they do, and everybody has to start. I have judges coming who have judged more than 70 contests.
Wow.
I have other judges that we will be their first contest.
Okay.
So we take those brand new people and mentor them and help them along so that they can be more experienced judges.
Oh, it's absolutely fascinating, and that's a really neat component of this, is that it is actually the very competitive aspect of barbecue. And of course, we have all sorts of other things going on here as well. We've got the backyard barbecue competition, and we've got the vendors lined up here to feed all the folks that are coming and going. We do want to take an opportunity to credit. We're going to go meet some scouts. I know they play a big part in this, so we're going to do that. And then another gentleman we're going to be meeting a little bit later on, and he's involved in the Minnesota aspect of the barbecue.
One of our competitors is our current president of the Minnesota Barbecue Association, and he's a nice, entertaining guy to talk to. And I think you'll get a little different perspective other than just us locals.
Okay, well, let's head to the scouts and then head to meet him, and we'll do that right now. And as promised, we are here to find out what the scouts have to do with this event. And I have here, please introduce yourself.
I'm Mark Knutson, and I have a son in Troop 253.
Okay, and?
I'm Mark Kieran, and I am an assistant scout leader for Troop 253, and we're out of the Knights of Columbus.
Okay.
And what the Knights of Columbus have done is, since they're coordinating this event, they have given us the opportunity to sell the pop at this event. So we're the exclusive beverage supplier, other than the other alternate beverages, for the Smokin Steele.
Very, very nice. It's a great tie-in. This is, of course, the troop that is associated with the Knights of Columbus, right?
Yep. Okay. Yep. So we have the pop and we have the water, and the Knights of Columbus basically sponsor our troop.
Okay. Okay, and you're here to help. Have you been at the event before?
Yep, this is my 2nd year.
The 2nd year? How about you?
Yeah, this is my 4th year. Because this is the 4th annual, right, Lyle?
5th. We're going 5th. Have you been here the whole time?
This is the 5th annual, and this is my 5th.
Okay.
Yep.
Have you had fun?
Oh, every year's fun.
Okay.
Yes.
And how about yourself?
Yep.
You've had a good time too?
Absolutely. I'll be parking cars later.
You parking cars as well. Well, this is a man of many hats here, and so we thank you and the Scout organization for being here and having the beverages on hand, and we're looking forward to a great event. As our viewers know, we're out here filming at a time where they're going to be seeing it afterwards, and we're going to keep promising them that if they didn't get here, they want to put it on their calendars for next year. And thanks so much for your help and your work here.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, thank you very much.
Have a great event.
Will do.
And let's go meet one of our competitive barbecuers. Okay, we've moved around and we've changed plans, as it happens sometimes at these types of events. We thought we were going to be talking to somebody at a different barbecue area, head of the Minnesota Barbecue Association, but he is not available right now. So we got a crew of 3 here, and this is okay because it's the one right next door. So I'm going to have you introduce yourselves.
I'm Jim Sundberg.
Okay, and?
I'm Dan Sundberg.
And?
I'm Steve Sundberg.
Ooh, the Sundberg brothers. And what do you call your team?
We are Cooks Bay Barbecue.
Cooks Bay Barbecue. And where do you hail from?
Cologne and Eden Prairie.
Okay, all right. And how long have you guys been doing this together?
This is our 7th season.
7th season, and I understand that you've been at this event all 5 years now.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. Now, we understand that this is more than your backyard barbecue, and we've gotten that. We've talked to the promoters of this before, and we know that this aspect of it is different and maybe a little bit more like what folks see on TV, the competitive barbecue. It's sanctioned. It's got, you have to be a judge with certification and all that kind of stuff. But we kind of want to find out what got you into this and what do you have to do to prepare? What got you into this? And he points at you. Do I go to you?
So Jim and I started this 7 years ago just because we enjoy cooking. We enjoy ribs. It was what got us into it. We took a ribs class, and one of the instructors said that he was a Kansas City Barbecue Society judge. We wanted to know what that meant. We spent the winter doing some research and decided, heck, we could do that. And we found out we really can't, but we have a lot of fun trying.
But you're practicing. Everything's a practice. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. And what all goes into this? So when you're getting ready for a season of barbecuing, what do you need to do to prepare?
Well, all of his money goes into this.
Oh, you're the bankroll.
Yes, he is. But don't tell his wife.
But don't. Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't know it by now. But so you have a setup of what here? What kind of? I don't even know what to call them. Cookers, grills, smokers.
Exactly, it's cooker. So, this cooker was actually custom built for us. I designed it. He's got a neighbor who is very handy, so he just built it from the ground up.
Okay.
And we built that our 2nd year, but our 1st year, we were just competing with a couple of those and a rented U-Haul truck.
Okay.
So we've kind of moved up.
You've progressed.
Yep. So yeah, that's our cooker, and obviously you've seen people come in with large campers and stuff, but we just travel with a pop-up tent and
well, you're close by. I know some may be traveling from a little further away and they need the camper and stuff.
Absolutely.
So we are actually catching you in the middle of preparation, and we just found out too ahead of this that you can get cooking, but not until the meat's inspected, correct?
Right. So you're not allowed to do any preparation at home other than maybe just trimming, but no seasoning, no injections, no marinades. Okay. When it gets here, they inspect for 2 things. One, to make sure that you haven't doctored it in any way, and to make sure that it's the proper cuts of meat. But more importantly, they're inspecting to make sure that it's been stored properly. Sure. The health codes. It's a bad day when a judge gets sick. So
yeah, not a good thing.
And,
so once they give you the go-ahead, then you proceed to where you're at right now.
And that's probably the biggest difference from what we would do in a competition compared to what we would do at home in the backyard. There is no way we would spend an hour and a half taking all the fat off of the skin of the chicken, trimming it to precise dimensions. All of that is just to make it look good when you turn it in for the judge. Otherwise, anything that you're doing in the backyard, and I think that's what makes this a fun hobby, is anything that you're doing in the backyard you can really bring with you here. Okay. It just is a little bit more preparation. You spend a little bit more money maybe on the quality of meat, but really it's all about just the camaraderie of being with the guys that you see every weekend.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun. And I know the groups are fun out here, and there always seems to be just a lot of laughter and everything going on. You give each other a little bit of a hard time, I would imagine.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Do you still want to barbecue at home?
Actually, yes, we do.
Okay. Well, that's a big question. Sometimes people, when they're too involved in something, say, oh, I'm not going to do that. But as long as you still love it at home and love it here, that's a good thing. We thank you very much. And at the time that we're with you, of course, we have no idea how the competition is going to go. So best of luck to you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you to both of you as well. The brothers Sundberg, did I get that right? All right, the brothers Sundberg and Lyle. Just a quick update here from the Knights of Columbus again.
Knights of Columbus are very happy and proud to be associated with bringing a quality family fun event to Owatonna that just keeps growing and helps a good cause.
All right, and we are there at Smokin and Steele at the Steele County Fairgrounds. Thanks so much for joining us out on location for the Owatonna Today show.
Hi, I'm Molly Tichenel, manager and personal trainer at Snap Fitness, your 24-hour fitness solution. Snap Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today show.
The Owatonna Care Center is excited to announce our new partnership with Dr. Middle and Dr. Wilcox of Long-Term Care Professionals. This partnership ensures that residents can be seen right here at the Owatonna Care Center when needed. With the special on-site care long-term care professionals will be delivering to our facility, our goal is to decrease hospital visits and ensure special one-on-one care for each resident. Long-term care professionals and the Owatonna Care Center are dedicated to improving the clinical management for our residents, ensuring that they receive the highest quality of care.
Hello, I'm Shawn McNulty with the Sterling House Assisted Living, a part of Brookdale Senior Living. Our mission is to enrich the lives of those we serve with compassion, respect, excellence, and integrity. We are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today show.
Welcome back. Time to wrap up our program here on this Wednesday, June 16th, and we remind you of a native prairie plant and bird walk that is going on this Friday. You're going to be exploring prairie life on a guided walking tour of state, scientific, and natural areas, and it will be in Dodge and Mower counties. It's going to encompass about 2 miles on uneven terrain, and lots of great birds and plants and all sorts of things will be pointed out. And if you are interested, it will start at 8:30 in the morning on Friday the 8th and return to Hayfield, which is where it starts, at 2:30 in the afternoon. Space is limited. If you are interested in going on the Native Prairie Plant and Bird Walk, please call Emily Hutchins, 455-5841. That's 455-5841, and she'll be happy to get you more information. Catholic Daughters Court 1180 will be hosting the installation of officers in the district of, which is Owatonna, Medford, and Waseca. That will be at a 6:30 p.m. Mass at Sacred Heart Church on Tuesday, June 12th. All members and guests are invited to attend. Practice for new officers will be at 6. Social hour with refreshments will follow. If you have any questions about this meeting or the Catholic Daughters, please call Ramona Wesley at 451-5047. Parenting class, the third in a series by the Born Learning Program, will be held next Tuesday, June 12th. They'll be covering car seat safety. This class will be at 560 Denell Drive, second floor conference room from 6 to 8 o'clock. It is free, and this is, of course, for mothers-to-be or mothers of children up to the age of 6 months, and a lot of great information about how to keep your child safe in their car seat. Call Lori Evenson at 676-0889 for the Born Learning Program, and to find out about that meeting, 676-0889. Coming up on Friday's program, we'll be talking Coda Living Community and the Harry Wenger Marching Band Festival. We'll see you then.